Hey everyone, it's your sister Ro, and all I need is a few minutes because I need somebody to answer for me. If you know, if Ari Lennox have something coming out, maybe like an album or some type of project that she needs to make to raise awareness about, because this is what she said about the Martin show and how Pam and Martin used to roast each other.
I don't even know if I was able to understand the greatness of Pam because of the light that I feel like I was being fed. You know what I'm saying? Like, of just like always going on Pam, always like that's all I remember. And I didn't like that. But like, so I feel conflicted because while I feel like this show is incredible, and I feel like Martin is a legendary show, and all of the actors and Tommy and like everybody, like legendary, amazing. Like I adore them all. Like you have no idea. And I adore Martin. Like I adore him. It just would piss me off. Like the joking on Bam. I just didn't like that.
I'm not sure we were watching the same Martin show because I remember Martin used to roast like everybody. There was nobody safe with Martin. He roasted Gina, he roasted Tommy, he roasted Cole, he roasted Pam, he roasted anybody he could. I mean, roasted anybody. The thing is, with Pam, Pam was one of the only ones that would stand up, and she would give it to him too. You roast me, I roast you too. That's what I remember. Maybe I was watching a different show than Ari Lennox. The thing is, what she has here in the beginning, she says she don't think she was able to see Pam's greatness because of the light she was being fed. So taking those words, it's obvious that she has not done the work that needs enough work that she needs to overcome and to heal of what was said to her, how she was treated as a dark skinned young lady growing up in the time that she was growing up. Because obviously, watching Martin, I don't know if that was her first time watching Martin or she's watching Martin again in a new in with new knowledge of of this colorism and different things. Now she was triggered that, yeah, that's something he said, something he did, something Martin did in the show triggered her because you she has not done the work. That's obvious, she has not done the work. I know it's cool to to stay with your pain and your trauma so you could always be a victim, but those things will affect your future. It's certain stuff that you won't get because you're still in that trauma. You're still in that little girl, that you're still that little girl who they looked over, who they picked on, who they said was never going to be anything, or who they said was never beautiful. You will never grow. There's certain opportunities you won't get. There's certain stuff you won't do because you're going to say, oh no, I remember they did this to me. No. Okay, Martin, yes, like, not dismissing that maybe the character Martin was picking on Pam for intentionally picking on Pam because of whatever reason. But it's not even the character Martin, is writers. It's the writers of the show. There are people that write the show, and the actors and actresses like Pam and Martin, you know, act out what was written. So maybe the writers intentionally picked on Pam. We don't know that. But to take a show that, so many people enjoyed, that you don't get many shows like this anymore, and to bring up because you were triggered or you're projecting, that's it doesn't make any sense at all. Just come up with your own conversation. Hey, when I was younger, this is what happened to me, and I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. I'm sure she would have get a much better response, but she chose to pick a very popular show back in the 90s and to put this colorism out there. It doesn't make it no. It doesn't make any sense. That's why I'm saying this. She have like a some type of project coming out, and she needs traction because saying stuff like that is gonna get people talking, gonna get people talking about her, and then you're gonna go on her page and you're gonna see what she got going on. I don't know, or she is was triggered and she wants to open up this conversation, but was choosing the show, even though she said yes, she loved the show, she loved the show, but how Pam was being picked on was not right. Okay, but okay, you saying what how Pam was being picked on was not right, but Martin did it to everybody. So if you're gonna say what he did to Pam was not right, okay, what he did to everybody else was not right. How he picked on everybody, how he roasted everybody, make jokes about everybody, and this is a comedian. This is a comedian that had a show. Yeah, you're gonna get roasted. Nobody was safe. And some people want to say, oh, maybe she'll say that, oh, that's not, I am healed. I have done the work and different things like that. Oh, you have done the work, but you are show that no longer comes on anymore, triggered you, has triggered you, and has brought up memories that because she's like, oh, even the light she was being fed, she couldn't see the greatness in Pam that looked a character that looked similar to her. She couldn't see the greatness because she was being fed a light that wasn't a light. It obviously was darkness. She couldn't see the greatness in Pam. She couldn't see that Pam was not backing down. You're not gonna pick on me. I am gonna roast you too. No, that's not gonna happen around here, Martin. You can roast me as much as I can. I'm gonna roast you too. Pam didn't. Pam never backed down. Pam never backed down at all. You're not gonna pick on Pam for you not to get something. That's what I remember. But now you want to pick up like, oh, Pam was she want to be picked on. Why you always picked on her and stuff like that? Okay, and this is why it's important when you have a platform that you do the work. You do the work because, like the Bible says, the root of bitterness can defile many people. That's why you have to do the work. Now, everybody, a lot of people, used to enjoy this show, and now they're gonna see it in another light because, people have not done the work or have not get the healing that they deserve to receive. So, anyway, that's all I'd say with the situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.